To head overseas now, US Congress one step closer to electing a Speaker. House Republicans gathered in a closed-door meeting to vote for their candidate today, but the distrust amongst colleagues is so severe that members' phones had to be confiscated just to enter the room. Our Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen joins us live now. Who won the vote, Annalise?
Well, look, technically Steve Scalise, but this has been 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There was a vote in the Republican conference and he came through with 113 of his colleagues supporting his bid for the Speaker's role, but 99 supported Jim Jordan. It's been too close a call for anyone to take either side, and then a number of supporters said, hey, if we go and vote on this floor, I'm going to go vote for Kevin McCarthy anyway. It was obviously quite a tense meeting. We have some photos here that reporters here have tweeted out from waiting outside the meeting room, and you can see each member had their phone confiscated and put into envelopes so that they couldn't be leaking out against each other. If I've ever seen US Congress start to look more like a Westminster Parliament style debate, this is it. So what we're waiting for now is someone to get the numbers that they can actually go and vote.
Steve Scalise got 113 votes. That is a majority. But how are you going to convince the other 100 and something of a sudden just say, well, now we're all going to vote for Steve Scalise? I think Steve Scalise is a great guy, but he got 51% of the conference. So my point is this. If we're going to take this floor to the vote, or this vote to the floor, I hope you try to get everybody together and figure out how you're going to get all the others to say, okay, Steve's the guy.
Pete, Congress managed to gavel in for about 3 minutes before they had to gavel out because no one would come to have that Speaker's vote. They're clearly trying to avoid what we saw last time with the 15 rounds of voting to try to confirm a Speaker. Nonetheless, Steve Scalise, when he spoke afterwards, was ready to start the big challenge facing them, not just funding for Israel, not just a statement on Israel from Congress, but the fact that US government is going to go into shutdown November 22 if they can't get their funding in line. And Steve Scalise was very clearly blaming the Senate.
All of those bills that we've passed and that we're going to continue to pass that are sitting over in the Senate need to be taken up. We've passed over 70% of the bills to fund the government, dealing with appropriations and setting the priorities of this nation's spending, and the Senate has taken up zero. The Senate has to start doing their work.
So, Pete, now congressmen and women are waiting here to see what happens next. They know they're not in session, they're in recess indefinitely, but they're waiting to see even if they can get another Republican conference organised to try to sort this mess out.
Okay. Annalise Nielsen, hey, we're all super proud of you, Annalise, for all your work with Chung Lei. Well done for all of that to get to where we are now. Have you managed to speak to her or her family?
Thank you. There was a few messages this morning, not quite. As you can imagine, she is very intent on spending as much time with her kids as possible, but we're all so thrilled. So, yeah, thank you for saying that.
That's my pleasure, and well done to you, Annalise Nielsen. With the latest there from DC, we'll talk to you again soon.